Right now, you're getting a first look at former Hartford police officer Joseph Magnano, who was formally arraigned today. Magnano is now charged in the shooting death of Stevie Jones. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Annette Montgomery. Today, questions about police use of force, accountability, and officer support were all on display in Hartford. And that's where we find Fox 61's Alicia Hercules to break down why today's hearing drew such a large response.
It was a busy day both inside and outside of the courthouse. The Hartford Police Department packed out the courtroom as former officer Joseph Magnano was arraigned. Members of the NAACP and the president of the Hartford Police Union were also in attendance.
The state is not looking for any modifications.
Former Hartford police officer Joseph Magnano's court appearance was brief, but his supporters were outside long before and after he entered the courtroom. One of his supporters, Sergeant James Rutkowski, is president of the Hartford Police Union. He says Magnano has their full support.
He believes that what he did was defended himself and the citizens and the other officers.
He also criticized the inspector general and the warrant in the case.
The law enforcement community here is asking that their proper authorities investigate this warrant, and an ethics committee, judicial ethics committee, reviews that warrant also.
Magnano was charged with manslaughter in the first degree after the inspector general ruled he was not justified in the shooting death of 55-year-old Stevie Jones. In February, police were called to Blue Hills Avenue after Jones's sister reported Jones was having a mental health crisis. He had cut himself and already had a knife in his hand. When officers arrived, body cam footage shows he walked onto the sidewalk where he began walking towards the officers. Jones was asked by the responding officers to drop the knife several times as they attempted to calm Jones down. According to the Inspector General report, Magnano arrived on scene 5 minutes after the first officer's arrival. He shouted for Jones to drop the knife before firing 9 shots at Jones. He died from his injuries days later. Hartford Mayor Arunan Arlampalam fired Magnano in late March. The Hartford Police Union later filed a grievance against the city for wrongful termination. Some of those officers filled the seats in the courtroom during Magnano's hearing. Evelise Correa Brown, a member of Black Lives Matter 860, says the sight was disappointing.
Hartford police jammed the seats in the courtroom, and it was as if they were trying to block out supporters that came in for Stevie Jones.
Corey Betts, the Hartford NAACP president, says they just want the former officer to be held accountable for his actions.
Today is about accountability, truth, and the value of Stevie Jones and other humans in our city.
Magnano is free on a $50,000 bond. He is expected back in court on July 21st. In Hartford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.